Hello, welcome to my base race build episode. This is for July, the superheroes theme, and yeah, since I'm standing here as Elastigirl, and because Elastigirl is my absolute favourite superhero, this is what I've built. The Incredibles home. There we go, it's rather large. I can't seem to build anything small these days. But yeah, there we go. That's the frontage of the house. Kind of, yeah, it's very, very modern, considering that the film is set in the like 1950s, 60s, that kind of era, which is one of the reasons I love it so much. Definitely my kind of time. Yeah, so this is what I've done. What I'll do is take you around the inside. Oh, probably best to fly, isn't it? Take you around the inside first, and then I'll show you a quick swoosh around the outside again. Okay, so let's start in the kitchen. Now, as you can see, most of the building is done with the sandstone and a lot of sand for the more plain walls. Yeah, and a lot of wool. There's wool everywhere, so yeah, you'll be seeing that. And yes, it's kind of scaled up, as you can see. I feel very miniature in here. Because I wanted to create the furnishings myself rather than just use what we normally use in Minecraft. Okay, so here's the kitchen. This is where Bob comes in the back door after his close shave with the building coming down when he was out and about with Frozone. Yeah, so yeah, he helps himself to a piece of cake. We've got like all the fittings you'd normally have: oven, fridge, freezer, done with diorite, a little shelf, utility rack, no, what's the word, utensil rack, that's the one, draining board and a hob, various ornaments. Yeah, Mrs. Incredible, the wonderful Elastigirl, she does love her ornaments, which are very hard to do in Minecraft, but yeah, I've done a little impression of it here and there, a nod to it, I guess. Here's the dining room. This is where they have the big family fight, just as Frozone arrives at the door, and then it's peace reigns, nothing's happening at all. Little Jack's high chair. Yeah, so that's the dining room. Shelving, they've got lovely sort of really 1950s style shelving around in the house, but yeah, kind of difficult to get across. But there we go. Yep, they obviously like their herbs. Lots of herbs in this kitchen. So this is the living room area. This is where Elastigirl swivels round in this chair to catch Bob sneaking in with his piece of cake. And they have a little bit of a Barney. But yeah, so here we go. This is like the radiogram, I think they're probably called. Very, very 50s style. Big pieces of furniture they were, but pretty much just a radio. But kind of at odds with that, they have a big flat screen TV above. But these are superheroes. Who are we to say what technology they've got got access to? So yeah, they've got a big flat screen TV up on their wall over the old 1950s jobby here. Spotlight. Yeah, that's my rendition of the spotlight that they've got in their living room. These are the reclining chairs. They're much more sort of cosy, layback kind of furniture. And the swivelly chairs. Fireplace, as you can see. I've got the what do you call it? Obsidian. That's the word. Good grief, my age is getting to me, isn't it? Yeah, here and here, birch wood, a lot of the spruce, in fact most of the spruce has gone in these two rooms, I think probably all of it. Yeah, so we've got spruce, or most of the oak actually has gone in this settee too. I think there's very little elsewhere. Yeah, other than that, the only wood we were able to use was the birch, so there's a lot of that around. But yeah. Okay, so that's the living area. Let's go into Bob's office next. This is his hark back to the glory days. Having to pretend that they're not superheroes at all for 15 years. He really hankers after the life that he once led. These are all like the newspaper reports and commendations and posters because he was such a hero and very famous and well known. The golden apple here is an award he was given, and medals. He was honoured many times for his daring do and his brave deeds. So yeah, and the letters from grateful people. So yeah, this is his bolt hole where he can remember how life once was. And this, this is the his old suit he has in a display cabinet, and Mrs. Incredible works out that there's something amiss because she can see that this sleeve has been repaired. So that puts her onto the fact that he's leading a little bit of a double life. So this is the best I could do for a Mr. Incredible suit. The original suit he wore was blue and black, and this is supposed to be his head with his mask. There's the leather helmet. The black leather helmet is a representation of his eye mask. But yeah, so that's his office. Next we'll do the bedrooms. Now here's where a lot of artistic license comes in, because we don't actually get to see many of the bedrooms, only the main bedroom. And yeah, looking at the outside of the building and the inside of the building on the film and in stills that I've been looking at, I'm not quite sure the two marry up, because I don't know how they would fit all of the inside into the outside. I think they've used a little bit of Time Lord technology. Yeah, definitely. It's a little bit like a TARDIS in here. Definitely bigger on the outside, the inside. So yeah, let's. Where should we go first? Let's go into the main bedroom. So I've had to squeeze everything in and rearrange it slightly, but hopefully still giving the impression of how their rooms, or how this room particularly, was in the film. It is a little bit more cramped than it should be, but yeah, I couldn't do much else, I'm afraid. So this is the master bedroom. We see her here getting ready for her trip away to find out what mess Bob's got himself into, and the kids come in and find that there's super suits for all three of them. So they get very excited about that. So in here we have some of the glass blocks and one of the granite. Oh yes, Mr. Incredible's face and his armour was made of granite as well, so that's one of the blocks. Here we have another radiogram, much smaller, as it was in the film, and they had a little very 1950s TV. So that's that's my little black and white TV with an aerial on top. Up here we have very high shelving, because of course Elastigirl is very stretchy and she can reach up in these places, so she keeps all of her precious vases and her Fabergé eggs that I'm sure Mr. Incredible buys her for birthdays and Christmas, out of the reach and the scope of Dash, because Dash can run at subsonic speeds. And yeah, so he has been known to knock things over, so she keeps all of her precious stuff way up high. In here we have, I feel so miniature when I come down here. Look at this, it's just so huge. In here we have like the ensuite for the master bedroom. Yeah, fairly simple, but using some of the yellow stained clay in here. So yep, that's the ensuite. Come back out through here. Let's lock it up again. So yeah, that's the master bedroom. Oop, squeeze through. There we go, nothing happened. See, that's the thing, scaling up like this, I can't use any of the doors because obviously they'd be tiny, tiny little things. So yes, I have to break my way in. A lot of the doors I've left open. All right, this is the nursery because of course they have little baby Jack. I've yeah, made a little mobile unit here for him with his cot and a nursing chair and nappies and such like supplies, and night lights for Jack. I don't think any of the counted blocks are in here. No, I think, yeah, they're all free blocks. So through here, this was actually a doorway. They all had their bedrooms coming off this corridor, but I couldn't stretch it that far. So this is like a little hallway with a mirror, which leads into Violet's bedroom. So here we are. Again, total fabrication because we don't get to see Violet's bedroom, but obviously she must have one, so here it is. Yep, she's got her desk. So here we have one of the bookshelves. Oh, that's something I didn't point out. One of the bookshelves was in Bob's office through there. So yeah, more of the granite here. Yeah, so she's got, you know, like wardrobe and fittings, a teenage bedroom, I would say. And I'm guessing that Violet would like purple. So she's got a few purpley things in here. But, okay, I think that's all of the blocks you need to see. Oh yes, dirt I've used outside and inside in the plant pots. So through here, because I couldn't fit Dash's bedroom in the downstairs, I've moved it up here. Again, it's not one that we see in the film, so no harm, no foul, I think. And of course we needed a family bathroom. So here we go, there's the loo and the bath. It's a little bit cramped in here, but it's mainly the children that use it, so it's not too bad. Violet particularly likes having a soak here, and she can lock the door on Dash, so he's not bugging her anymore. So yeah. And through here, this is Dash's bedroom. And he needs a little bit more space than Violet because he's not allowed to run outside. He has to pretend that he's normal. So in here, he's got his very own reinforced running track around his room so that he can exercise and keep himself fit. And of course, he would need a water cooler because he expends so much energy. So there we go. That's using some of the diorite and some of the smooth stone. Yeah, so toy boxes, little desk as well, and this is his favourite ball. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure since he can run so fast, he's probably really enjoys playing ball too. So yeah, that's the lapis block there. And banners, I can't remember. No, they were free blocks. I don't think they were counted items. So yeah, that's Dash's bedroom. Through here, this is just a little thing to fill the space really. It's just a little viewing platform, and look at the view they've got. Wow, they've got salubrious neighbours, haven't they? Yeah, so you get to see the views from out here. Unfortunately, I did not have time to do anything with the garden. I was intending to, but yeah, we get so little time to do these builds, and this one was rather large. So yes, please forgive me for the lack of a back garden, because they did have like a swing and a shed down there, I think. Here we have some of the leaves and one of the oak log, no, not oak, spruce logs. They were counted items too. And I don't know whether I pointed it out, but over here, some more of the leaves used for a little tree in a pot. Okay. I think that's probably most of the counted blocks from inside here. There's some more of the leaves, generally used as decoration in the house. Big house needs filling. Yeah, I think that's all of the inside. So let's go on outside and have a little look to the garage. Yes, this is primarily Bob's space, although there's a little designated spot for both of the cars. They each have their car. Bob starts off with a very a very dilapidated, tiny little thing that he can barely squeeze in. A little blue car, which I was again hoping to have time to build, but afraid not. But whereas Elastigirl drives the much more family space, no, what do you call it? Station wagon kind of car, I think. In here we have like various cabinets and tool sheds. No, tool cabinets. I suppose that is the right word. Here we use a lot of the glass. In fact, the remainder of the glass. Glass, what do we call it? It's blocks. And one of the iron blocks here forms the shovel. These are various things hanging on hooks. This is a leaf blower. Clearly, that's obviously a leaf blower. A big spade. And yes, that's a coil of chicken wire, because every garage has got chicken wire in it, hasn't it? Of course it has. So yeah, that's the cabinets there. This is his woodworking area. So he's got a woodworking table using the mossy cobblestone here, and the rest is forming the marking the place where the garage door comes down. And the rest of the spruce logs This is his stock of wood ready for his woodworking. He's got a lot of energy and a lot of strength, and he needs to keep himself busy. Otherwise he turns to fat, as we see in the film. So yes, here we are. This is more storage rack. Here is his metalworking area. So we have the iron blocks forming the bit where he does all the heavy bashing, getting the iron into shape. And of course, like he would have a furnace, like a welding area, with water for safety, of course. Yeah, this is a vise where it's he does all of his intricate stuff with it being gripped in the vise here, so he can grip whatever he's holding there. And of course, where we have fire and lava, we need a fire extinguisher. So yeah, there's the redstone block being used, several. Okay, so I think that is pretty much all of the used blocks shown. So I shall just give a quick whiz around the outside. And yeah, this is the blank side next to the garage. And this is the rear elevation. Let's fly out a bit. Shame I didn't get to do the back garden, but yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. It's pretty much like the back of their house. There are shots online if you want to have a look, and of course the film. If you haven't seen the film, oh my goodness, go watch The Incredibles. It's amazing. It's my favourite animated film of all time. Yeah, absolutely, without doubt. Really like How to Train Your Dragon. That's another one, but no, The Incredibles does it for me. I think it's all of the hark back to the 50s and 60s. Not that I was around in the 50s, but yeah, definitely I was around in the 60s. And yeah, so a lot of the TV and the films were from that era that I watched while I was growing up. So yeah, this is definitely the kind of thing that I absolutely love. So there we go. There is The Incredibles house. I really hope you like it. And and we've even got, look, if you see over there, we've got an animated blind. It's unusual that it moves sideways, but hey, this is superhero technology. Anyway, right. Yes, sorry this is late. It's taken me a while. I did finish it, well, almost in time, a day or two late. But I've not had a chance to record this video. That's my excuse anyway. But yeah, so now we're moving on to the August base race, and my goodness, it looks exciting, mechanical, and Ed has got some stuff in store for us, I'm sure. So I will be playing that, so I hope to see you there. Okay, thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Bye.